So what to do when your girlfriend is a flirt? Now, I know it can be challenging, but fret not, because I've got some practical tips and advice to help you navigate through this particular situation. Before we jump into it though, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of my uploads. Love lives here. Now let's dive in. Welcome back. My name is Jessica and this is my YouTube channel. Relationships are journeys, each with its own unique map. Travel with love, trust, and most importantly, open communication. So let's start today's video by defining what flirting actually is, right? Flirting refers to a social and sometimes sexual behavior involving verbal or written communication, as well as body language, by one person towards another, either to suggest interest in a deeper relationship with that person, or if done playfully, maybe just for amusement and entertainment. Now, flirting can consist of various actions such as teasing, jesting, mimicking, sustained eye contact, touching, standing or sitting close, sending written messages with playful or suggestive tones, and more. It can be subtle and sometimes an ambiguous form of communication, and its interpretation often depends on the context and the relationship between the people involved, right? The purpose of flirting can vary very widely. Some people flirt in a playful manner with no intention of taking the relationship further, while others might flirt with the aim of starting a romantic relationship. Now, some people might even flirt unintentionally, simply as a result of their natural personality or demeanor. In some cultures, flirting is seen as harmless and a natural part of human interaction, while in others it might be viewed with suspicion or even disapproval, especially if it's perceived to cross boundaries of propriety or respect. So what do you do if your girlfriend's a flirt? Let's start this conversation by first talking about all the possible reactions that you may be having as a result of her flirtatious behavior and what it actually means, right? Now, the feelings that men experience when their girlfriends flirt with other people can vary widely based on individual personalities, the nature of their relationship, cultural context, personal insecurities, past experiences, you name it, right? But I'll highlight the most common ones right now. Do let me know in the comments below which of these I'm about to highlight, which of these feelings you actually feel when you're faced with a flirting girlfriend. Now, I guess you're watching because your girlfriend is a flirt. The first feeling you might experience is jealousy. And this is one of the most common reactions. Seeing your woman flirt with someone else can evoke feelings of jealousy or possessiveness, rooted in the fear of losing her basically to someone else or not being good enough, right? Maybe you see your girlfriend laughing at another man's jokes and touching his arm. You might fear that you're at risk of losing your girlfriend, which could lead to jealousy. You see how this works? Secondly, maybe you feel insecurity. Her flirting brings up insecurities about your attractiveness, your worthiness, or the stability of your relationship. Personal self-worth and self-esteem play a significant role here. Your past experiences, like being cheated on or left for someone else, can magnify these feelings of insecurity, and they're legitimate. Number 3 could be confusion. You might be unsure about whether your girlfriend's behavior constitutes flirting, or maybe she's just being or having a friendly interaction. Perhaps you grew up in a conservative environment and therefore might perceive your girlfriend's friendly conversation with a, for instance, co-worker as flirting, while she sees it as just a friendly chat. Okay, there are those nuances. Anger might be your reaction. Number 4, right? You might feel disrespected or betrayed, especially if you believe there's an unspoken agreement or expectation of exclusivity in your relationship. Perhaps you may have discussed the boundaries of your relationship at a previous occasion. So when you see your girlfriend dancing closely to some stranger at the club, you might feel like, well, the line has been crossed, and you will be angry about it. Legitimate. Or maybe you even feel indifference, right? You may not be bothered at all, either because you trust your partner completely or feel secure in the relationship, or even don't perceive the behavior as genuine flirting. Or maybe you just have a secure attachment style. So in an instance where she spends an evening talking to an old male friend, you feel indifferent because you have no reason to doubt her loyalty. In fact, you trust your girlfriend completely and believe that she's simply being sociable. Is that you? Number 6 could be appreciation, which could be a feeling you feel. You might feel proud or validated if you notice that others find your girlfriend attractive or engaging, because perhaps you might view it as a testament to your girlfriend's desirability. So when you see other men flirting with your girl, you think, well, it's obvious why they're attracted to her. I mean, she's amazing, but she's with me. You feel proud and you don't let it ruin a good thing. The seventh one, and maybe the final one I'd like to touch, is concern. You might worry about the implications of such behavior on the relationship or how others might perceive your relationship. Concern is often tied to the well-being of the relationship and the implications of the perceived flirting. So for example, when your girlfriend flirts back with someone who's persistently hitting on her, you might be concerned about not necessarily the flirting itself, but about the potential for such a situation to escalate into something else in the future. Let me throw this one in here, self-reflection, right? There are people who will feel self-reflection in such instances. It might prompt you to evaluate your behavior in the relationship. Self-reflection, if you ask me, is a mature emotional response, which sometimes leads individuals to like introspection rather than externalizing the issue. For example, after witnessing maybe your girlfriend getting close to a colleague at work, a work event maybe, you might ponder if you've been emotionally distant lately, which is causing your girlfriend to seek connection elsewhere. So tell me, which one are you and what you feel when you're going through this? Now let's discuss how to deal, right? So the first step is to identify the issue that's causing you to feel uncomfortable. Is your girlfriend generally just a friendly person, or is there a pattern of flirtatious behavior that makes you uncomfortable? Take time to assess the situation and understand your feelings. Number two, have an open and honest conversation. I mean, it's crucial in any relationship. When discussing this topic with your girlfriend, avoid accusations or being judgmental. Instead, express your feelings and concerns clearly, concisely. It's important to listen to your girlfriend's perspective and to try to understand her point of view and why things are happening the way they do. The third thing you can do is to assess the relationship, right? Understanding where your girlfriend is coming in or coming from is vital. Maybe she's unaware of her behavior or doesn't realize how it affects you. Try to understand her intentions and emotions. Empathy and compassion can actually go a long way in resolving any issue. On the other hand, relationships, if you ask me, are like wearing a shoe that doesn't fit. No matter how much you like it, if it's causing pain, it might not be the right match. If trust issues and discomfort keep surfacing, maybe it's worth reevaluating the relationship as a whole. Fourth thing you can do is to set healthy boundaries if you haven't done this already. Together, determine what both of you are comfortable with regarding acceptable behavior in your relationship. It's about finding a balance that respects each other's feelings, needs, right? You could say to her, listen, I think it'll help me feel more secure if we establish some boundaries. How do you feel about that? What you did is you just opened up an opportunity for a heart-to-heart and to really understand how things should go going forward. The fifth thing you can do is to work on strengthening the bond between you two. Plan fun activities, go on dates, remind each other of the reasons why you fell in love, right? The stronger your connection, the less likely outside influences can come between you. Number six, if you find it challenging to address this issue alone, don't hesitate to sign up to one of my Patreon services so you can jump on a call, one-on-one, private call, and figure out a solution together. Simply go to patreon.com/JessicaOS, sign up as a VVIP, and I'll be on the next call to you privately. Now, in conclusion, it's important to note that every individual and relationship is unique, right? Open communication is essential. I can't overemphasize that. If a man feels uncomfortable with his girlfriend's interactions with others, discussing the feelings in a non-confrontational and understanding manner is crucial, right? Similarly, if a man doesn't feel any negative emotions in such situations and he's cool with it, it's essential for the woman or the girlfriend to understand and appreciate his trust and his confidence he has in her. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful, share it with anyone who might benefit from the advice, and as always, subscribe to the channel for more relationship tips and content. My name is Jessica. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Cheers.